Creating a website online is not that hard, but what is hard is finding a reliable web hosting provider to do just that. In today's video review, I wanted to tell you guys about the top reasons why I think you should choose hosting or web hosting to create your website, blog, or e-commerce store online. I'm Wally with LearnInternet.com, and if you guys are new here to this channel, hit the subscribe button, guys, right below, along with the bell, and that way any future videos that I upload, you'll be sure to receive them. So today I put together a brief doc that just highlights some of the top points that moved me to recommend hosting as web hosting for beginners online who want to create blogs, simple sites, and even e-commerce stores. As I mentioned before, the actual creation of the site, like launching the website itself, is not hard as it doesn't really require the use of HTML or coding, but what you do have to find is a reliable web hosting provider that provide you all the resources and tools that you need to get the job done. So that's why I recommend using Hostinger. There are some links that are right below, guys, that will give you up to 81% off today on your web hosting. And so take advantage of those links right below, and that way you'll be able to save big on your web hosting today. Hostinger, guys, is very user-friendly. It doesn't require a lot of know-how to create sites online. They even have step-by-step tutorials. In fact, I'm going to link up to one of mine right below that shows you step-by-step how to create your website using WordPress. So on Hostinger's YouTube channel, you'll find tons of very useful, resourceful videos online that are really destined for beginners who have never created websites online. And so it makes their whole platform and interface very user-friendly and easy to get around. Another thing I wanted to talk about is costs. Obviously, when you create a website online, there's some costs involved with that. In the case of Hostinger, it's very minimum. They have the absolute lowest cost that you'll find online, both on the front and back end. What do I mean by that? Typically, when you find a web hosting provider online, guys, it doesn't matter who they are, whether it's SiteGround, it's Bluehost, WP Engine, any of these big names that are out there. There are really two prices that you're going to be working with. One is a introductory rate, and the other is a renewal rate. And what you want to think about when you create a website, blog, or e-commerce store online is what does it cost you to get started today? When your term ends in 12 months, 24 months, 36 months, whatever time that you specified upon getting started today with the links below, what's going to happen is that the rates are going to go up slightly. In the case of Hostinger, they're the absolute lowest that you'll find online. And just to give you guys an idea of what I'm talking about, click on the link that's right below. It's going to bring you to Hostinger's landing page where you guys will be able to save up to 81% off of their web hosting today, guys. It's going to save you a lot of money, both on the front and back end. And I wanted to talk about renewal rates versus introductory rates itself. So you notice that there are 4 plans that you can select from: single, premium, business, and the cloud startup. The single plan allows you to host one site. If you want to host multiple sites online, go with either the premium business or the cloud startup. I'm using the business plan right now. I really like it because it has a lot of the features that I want. I want the flexibility of the ability to create multiple sites online by just simply adding additional domain name like in the H panel. We're going to talk about that very shortly. If you're somebody who doesn't have a need or desire to create multiple sites online, I just recommend going with the single plan itself. When you do, you're going to get it for only $1.99 per month. It's a super, super amazing deal, guys. A lot of web hosting providers online charge in the beginning about $10. Sometimes they may have some really nice rates, maybe starting at maybe $5 more or less for like their very first tier. But when you really compare a lot of the resources and tools that you get on the front end, like with Hostinger, the other competitors can't really compare with what Hostinger is giving you. And for that reason, I highly, highly recommend that you guys get started with them. Now, the cool thing is this: when you guys get started today, you're going to be able to get started for only $1.99. When it renews, it's going to renew at only $3.99. Why do I mention that? Well, as I mentioned before, with other web hosting providers online, they may start off at maybe $5, give or take, something like that. But when they renew, it might renew at 3 times as much. So again, you're saving a lot of money, both on the front and back end. Today, you're getting the single plan for only $1.99. When it renews, Let's say if you only purchase 12 months of hosting, I highly recommend that you guys purchase 3 years up front. Again, it's going to save you a lot of money. That way, when it renews, it's going to renew at this rate that's right here. If you see with the premium plan itself, where you're going to be saving 81% off today, it's only $2.49 per month. If you get this plan right here, you will get 2 months free. Also with the business plan and with the cloud startup. You don't get it on the first tier itself. And so again, if you want to create multiple sites online, you have several projects that you may have coming down the pipeline, bump up to premium or business. I'm using the business plan and I really like it. So again, you'll see that this one here, you'll get it for only $2.49 per month. But when it renews, it's going to renew at $6.99. And so again, this is something that you want to consider because a lot of web hosting providers online will charge you probably 3 times as much as what Hostinger is charging, guys. And for that reason, I highly recommend that you guys choose Hostinger to launch your website today. The business plan, you'll see it's only $3.49, guys. Again, you're getting 2 months free today if you're getting started with the links below. When it renews, whether it's 12 months, 24 months, 36 months, when it renews, it's going to renew at $8.99. Again, this is really, really cheap in comparison to a lot of competitors online. To help you guys appreciate the huge savings that you're going to take advantage of, let's just hop over to SiteGround's site right now. And you can see like even like the different tiers that they have. You see like the beginning plan, the startup plan is $2.99. With Hostinger, it's only $1.99. But when it renews, it's going to renew at $17.99. So we're talking like 6 times as much, right? I mean, $2.99 today if you were to go at SiteGround, but when it renews, it's going to renew at $17.99. So this is just one example of many that are out there, guys. You know, with a Hostinger, it's going to renew. This is the very first tier, the cheapest plan that they have. It's going to renew at $3.99. So, I mean, you're getting all of these resources, guys, you know, with the packaging itself. And again, this is one of the huge, huge reasons why I recommend using Hostinger's web hosting to create websites online. So that in a nutshell, guys, explains why I highly recommend that you use Hostinger for the pricing itself. It's ideal for beginners online. And again, it's going to save you a lot of money. And that's something that's really important, especially if you're going into business and you don't have a lot of experience, you know, online. Of course, you can like upgrade and like scale up as need fit. You start with the startup plan and you can jump up to like the premium or maybe even a cloud plan, but you can do that gradually and just scale up as you need it. But again, I just recommend that beginners get started today just using the single plan itself. That's all you really need, guys. Okay. All right, great. So when we go back to the doc, you know, when you get started today, you're going to get a free domain name. You're going to get access to hPanel. hPanel looks like this. You'll have your domain name. You'll see some options on the sidebar here. You can install WordPress. You have access to other CMS platforms if you want to. I mean, they do have like Joomla, Magento, and others that are out there, but most people love and use WordPress because it doesn't require any experience at all with HTML or coding. Everything is done for you, and it's really easy to install. You can check on your hosting or like upgrade or change like hosting plans that you're using. You can check on the performance, you know, of your site itself, the security, what's going on. You can see that my website is safe. There are malware scans 24/7 with Hostinger. So that's another aspect of like the security that Hostinger has in place. Again, something else that I recommend that you guys, you know, get started with. You can set up email accounts. You can see what domains you have with Hostinger and also add on domain names. For example, if you guys were to get like, you know, again, like the premium plan, business or cloud startup, which will allow you guys to host up to 100 sites, to create up to 100 sites under these accounts, then that's what you would do. You could basically add on a domain name itself. Of course, you would purchase that domain name and it will automatically be integrated, you know, with your Hostinger account. And that way it's just a question of installing, you know, WordPress on it. If you guys need help at all with how to install WordPress, you know, on your site, how to set up WordPress on your site itself, what I'm going to do is link up below to one of my tutorials. It's a step-by-step tutorial designed for beginners online. And again, it's going to help you to see how to create a simple WordPress website without the use of HTML or coding. Okay, so I'm going to link up to that right below. That way you guys have access to it. Something new that Hostinger has that I think is really unique from other web hosting providers that I wanted to bring out in this Hostinger web hosting review is that you can actually create your site within seconds, like less than 60 seconds. It's really, really quick with the help of AI website builder itself. It's amazing. I've tried it. It really does work. You basically will select the industry that you're in. Hostinger's AI tool itself is going to generate the website and also some content for you. And basically with that content that they give you, you could use it or you can alter it and just adapt it to your personal needs itself, like the products and services that you provide, guys. I think it's an amazing, amazing tool. A lot of companies are getting into AI, just expedites like the overall creation of the process. Of course, if you want to use AI, you can create your site within about 60 seconds or less. If you don't want to use AI, of course, you can just use your H panel, gain access to WordPress, and you can install it. It's really, really simple to do, guys. And so either or are really great tools to be able to launch your website online. They also have a logo generator. I do have a tutorial as well that shows you how to generate or create logos, but right under the same umbrella with Hostinger. They also have a logo generator that help you to create a logo for your business online. A really great tool, guys, that'll help you to, again, customize your website to your liking. Hostinger has very fast page loads. Page loads are extremely important with the overall ranking of your website. Google stated that websites that load less than 3 seconds tend to rank higher in the search engines. Why is that important? It's important because the higher up your website appears on Google's search engine, for example, like on the top 10 results on the very first page, it means that you'll be exposed to more traffic, and that's all free traffic going directly to your landing page itself. And so in the case of a Hostinger, you'll be able to boost your website speed scores by up to 40% with their CDN. A CDN is a content delivery network. A lot of web hosting providers may provide it, but they charge for it. Hostinger gives you a free CDN. Again, it's going to contribute to higher rankings, faster page loads, a better visitor experience, and delivery of your overall content itself. And so you have really great uptime performance, guys. Another thing that I wanted to mention in this Hostinger web hosting review, an average of 99.99% that I've seen. You may experience higher. All of this is due to the CDNs, the 9 data centers that they have around the world. It's always recommended that when you create a website, for example, when you guys set up your account today with the links below, it's just recommended that you select a data center that's closest to where your visitors are coming from. And so if you're in the United States and all of your visitors are from the US, there are like 2 different data centers that you can select from. You can select either or, maybe one that's closest to you or closest to your visitors, but you just want to select a data center that'll be closest to like the country, where your visitors will be coming from, right? And so all of that will contribute to a better overall experience for your visitors. And obviously you don't want them to abandon your website and go to your competitors. Hostinger offers managed WordPress plans as well. They have really great customer support, guys. In addition to their WordPress plans, guys, they do also offer VPS and also cloud-based plans itself. And so you can start off with maybe the starter plan today, as I recommended. If you're a beginner, if you don't really need VPS, you don't need cloud hosting and all of these up front, I recommend that you get started today with just a single plan if you only want to create one website. But again, if you want to create multiple websites, you can go to either premium or business. I'm using the business plan because it provides everything that I need on my account itself. Hostinger has everything that you need, guys. They're really fast. They're very secure. You get free SSL certificates. Every website should have that. You'll notice on the upper left of my site, there's an SSL certificate there. And so what you want is that when people search for you online, say from Google, you don't want Google to mark your website unsecure. And you can remedy that by simply getting an SSL certificate. Hostinger is going to give you that for free, and they're going to automatically renew each and every year. That way, your website is always secure, and your visitors will know that. They also have protection against DDoS attacks, root attacks, intrusions, viruses. So they also have automatic backups. So if you're using like the startup plan or like the premium plan itself, you're going to get them on a weekly basis. But if you have the business plan or the cloud plan, you're going to get them daily, right? There's a 30-day money back guarantee with all of the web hosting services, guys. What I wanted to do is take you over to Trustpilot itself to talk a little bit about customer support. What is it that people think about hostingers, web hosting in general, and the customer service? I think customer service is extremely important, guys. And you'll see that they have an excellent 4.6 out of 5 stars on Trustpilot. Tons upon tons of positive, feedback that's right here. Reviews for Hostinger itself, where people talk about the low cost, the money that they've saved, the reliability, nightmares that they've had with other web hosting providers. These are some things, guys, that I wanted you to know about. That way you can make a rock solid decision about Hostinger and getting started with them. It's important that if you have any questions about, the web hosting itself, how to do this, how to do that, you can always get in contact with customer support super fast, guys. And so these are the main points that I wanted to talk to you guys about today. Of course, there are a lot of things that we could mention in this hosting or web hosting review, but again, when it comes to creating a site, a blog, e-commerce store online, it's not really hard to do it. What is hard is finding first a reliable web hosting provider that has all the tools and resources that allow you to do just that. So I highly recommend that you guys get started today using links below with Hostinger's web hosting. Think about the web hosting package that'll be best for your needs. Make a selection, get started, get your account started. And again, I'm going to link up right below to a step-by-step tutorial that's going to show you guys how to create your website within a few short moments. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys found value with this hosting or web hosting review, go ahead and smash the like button and also hit the subscribe button. That way, future videos that I upload, you'll be sure to receive them. And also share it online. That way, other people, just like yourselves, will be able to find the same video in YouTube search. You guys have an amazing day and take care.